Around 1500 BCE, the Harappan cities faded, and a new era began in India, the Vedic period. This age is named after the Vedas, sacred texts composed by the Aryans, pastoral people migrating from the Central Asian steppes. Their arrival was gradual, not a single invasion, and they settled first in the fertile Punjab, the land of 7 rivers. Cattle were their wealth, and their early Sanskrit language became the foundation of their culture. The Aryans brought horses, spoked-wheel chariots, and a worldview captured in the Vedas. They saw the universe as governed by Rita, the cosmic order, with gods like Agni, Indra, and Surya, representing fire, thunder, and the sun. Rituals, especially the yagna or fire sacrifice, were central, a way to maintain cosmic balance. The early Vedic period, 1500 and 1000 BCE, is known through the Rig Veda, depicting a tribal pastoral society. As Aryans moved east into the Gangetic plains, they adopted iron tools, cleared forests, and shifted to agriculture. This led to larger communities, new social structures, and more complex rituals. The later Vedic period, 1600 BCE, saw the emergence of new ideas about life, death, and the soul. The interaction between Aryans and indigenous people created a vibrant, evolving culture. The Vedic worldview emphasized exchange and cosmic balance, themes that shaped Indian civilization. The story of the Vedic period is one of transformation, from nomads to settlers, from simple rituals to deep philosophy. Their legacy is not just in texts, but in the foundations of Indian society. The Vedic age set the stage for India's religious, social, and political evolution. It was a time of movement, mingling, and monumental change. The seeds sown in this era would grow into the great traditions of India. The Vedic period marks the true beginning of Indian civilization. The Vedic period's heart is its literature Shruti, or what is heard, believed to be divinely revealed and preserved orally for centuries. The 4 Vedas Rig, Sama, Yajur, and Atharva form the core, each with a unique focus, hymns, melodies, rituals, and everyday concerns. The Rig Veda is the oldest, a collection of over 1,000 hymns to the gods. The Sama Veda sets these hymns to music for rituals, while the Yajur Veda provides prose mantras and instructions for sacrifices. The Atharva Veda contains spells and charms for daily life, showing the practical side of Vedic belief. Each Veda has layers. The Brahmanas explain rituals, the Aranyakas bridge ritual and philosophy, and the Upanishads explore profound questions. The Upanishads, or Vedanta, mark a shift from ritual to philosophy, asking what is reality, what is the self, what is Brahman. Their answer, Atman, the individual soul, is identical to Brahman, the universal consciousness. This insight, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, turned religion inward toward self-realization. Vedic literature is a window into ancient India's mind, revealing a journey from ritual to philosophy. These texts shaped not just religion, but the very way Indians understood existence. The oral tradition preserved their purity and power for millennia. The Vedas remain the foundation of Indian thought and spirituality. The Rig Veda's hymns offer a vivid glimpse into early Vedic life. Society was organized into tribes, or janas, led by a Rajan, a chieftain chosen for his leadership and generosity. Assemblies like the Sabha and Samiti allowed for collective decision-making, hinting at early forms of tribal democracy. The economy was pastoral. Cattle and horses were wealth, and wars were often fought over them. Agriculture existed but was secondary. Barley was the main crop. Families were patriarchal, but women could participate in rituals and compose hymns. Sages like Ghosha and Apala are remembered. The Rig Vedic religion centered on nature gods, Indra, the thunder god, Agni, the fire, Surya, the sun, and Varuna, guardian of cosmic order. Rituals were simple offerings of milk, ghee, and grain into the sacred fire, accompanied by hymns. A hymn to Agni begins, I praise Agni, the chosen priest, god, and minister of sacrifice, showing Agni's central role. The relationship with the gods was transactional, offerings in exchange for blessings. This worldview saw humans as active participants in maintaining cosmic balance. The hymns are filled with awe for nature and a sense of wonder at existence. The Rig Veda's poetry captures a world in transition, tribal, dynamic, and deeply connected to the land. The rituals and beliefs of this era laid the groundwork for later Indian religion. The early Vedic period was a time of simplicity, action, and profound connection to the cosmos. Through these hymns, we glimpse the roots of Indian spirituality. The Rig Veda remains a testament to the creativity and curiosity of ancient India. As Vedic societies settled in the Gangetic plains, rituals grew more elaborate and society more hierarchical. The Sama Veda emphasized ritual melody, believed to enhance the power of sacrifice. The Yajur Veda became a detailed manual for priests, guiding complex ceremonies like the Ashwamedha and Rajasuya, rituals that reinforced royal authority. The Atharva Veda reflected everyday concerns, with spells for health, love, and protection, revealing a world of folk beliefs alongside formal religion. The power of ritual grew and priests became influential, but a new philosophical spirit emerged. The Upanishads questioned the value of external rituals, seeking the ultimate reality, Brahman, and the true self, Atman. Their great insight, Tat Tivam Asi, that thou art, the individual soul is one with the universal spirit. Liberation, or moksha, was now seen as attainable through self-knowledge, not ritual. This shift from ritual to philosophy transformed Indian thought. The Upanishads laid the foundation for later traditions like Buddhism and Jainism. The later Vedic period was a time of intellectual ferment and spiritual revolution. The search for meaning moved inward, forever changing Indian religion. The legacy of the Upanishads endures in every Indian philosophy. Archaeology grounds Vedic texts in reality, revealing cultures like the painted greyware, linked to the later Vedic period. Iron tools and evidence of rice and wheat cultivation confirm the shift to settled agriculture. Sites like Bhagwanpura show overlap between Harappan and Vedic cultures, suggesting fusion, not invasion. History, it turns out, is a story of mixing and adaptation. The Vedic era also gave rise to India's great epics, the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Though composed over centuries, their roots lie in the later Vedic world. The Ramayana, by Valmiki, tells of Rama, Sita, and the struggle against Ravana, exploring Dharma and the ideal life. The Mahabharata, by Vyasa, is a vast saga of family conflict, culminating in the Battle of Kurukshetra. Its Bhagavad Gita, a dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna, became a cornerstone of Hindu philosophy. These epics, known as Smriti, shaped Indian values and identity for generations. They blend history, myth, and moral guidance, reflecting the complexity of Vedic society. The stories of Rama and Krishna continue to inspire millions. The epics are living traditions, not just ancient tales. The later Vedic period saw the rise of the Varna system, dividing society into Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. What began as flexible roles became rigid and hereditary, laying the groundwork for the caste system. Brahmanas and Kshatriyas dominated, while women's status declined. They lost access to education and public life. The economy shifted from pastoralism to settled agriculture, powered by iron tools and new crops like rice. Surplus led to new crafts, professions, and the beginnings of trade. Barter was common, but gold pieces like Nishka and Satamana were used for large transactions. Merchant guilds or shrinis emerged, protecting traders and craftsmen. Larger settlements and towns grew, setting the stage for future kingdoms. The social and economic changes of this era shaped Indian society for centuries. The family became more patriarchal, and the birth of sons was prized. The transformation from tribe to town was underway. The later Vedic period was a crucible of social change. Its legacy endures in India's social and economic fabric. The Vedic age's religious landscape evolved from nature worship to the rise of the Hindu trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Political power shifted from tribal assemblies to hereditary kings ruling over large territories. Royal rituals like the Rajasuya and Ashvamedha legitimized authority and unified kingdoms. The Upanishads introduced concepts like Brahman, Atman, Karma, Samsara, and Moksha, pillars of Indian philosophy. The idea that life's ultimate goal is spiritual liberation shaped the Indian psyche. The epics provided a moral framework, defining dharma for individuals and rulers. The Vedic age laid the foundations for India's language, religion, and social order. Its influence is seen in every aspect of Indian culture, from philosophy to daily life. The stories of the Ramayana and Mahabharata continue to guide and inspire. The Vedic legacy is a living tradition, not just history. It shaped the destiny of the subcontinent. The Vedic age was a time of creativity, transformation, and enduring ideas. Its spirit still flows through modern India.
Thank you for watching this video.